Have you ever felt totally overwhelmed by responsibility? Let me tell you about a moment when one of the Bible's greatest leaders, Moses, was on the brink of burning out. So picture this. Moses had just led the Israelites out of Egypt. They'd crossed the Red Sea, escaped Pharaoh, and were now camped in the wild, miles from home. Every single day, people lined up from morning until evening, bringing Moses their arguments, complaints, and tricky questions. And Moses? He sat there, from sunrise to sunset, trying to help everyone. That's a lot for one person. Now here's where the story gets interesting. Moses' father-in-law, Jethro, shows up for a visit. And he's not alone. He brings along Moses' wife, Zipporah, and their 2 sons. Moses had sent them back to Midian for safety, but now they're finally reunited. You can imagine the hugs, the stories, the relief. Moses excitedly tells Jethro everything God has done, from miracles in Egypt to the escape across the sea. Jethro, he's amazed. He praises God, saying, "Now I know the Lord is greater than all gods." But the next day, Jethro sees something that worries him. He watches as Moses sits, surrounded by crowds, judging case after case, hour after hour. It's exhausting just to watch, so Jethro pulls Moses aside and says, "What you're doing is not good." He warns, "You'll wear yourself out, and the people too. The job is too heavy. You can't do it alone." Then Jethro offers some of the most practical advice in the whole Bible. He tells Moses, "Find capable, God-fearing men, trustworthy and honest, and appoint them as leaders over groups of thousands, hundreds, 50s, and 10s. Let them handle the small stuff. You only deal with the really hard cases." Here's what's amazing. Moses listens. He chooses able men, gives them responsibility, and suddenly, everything changes. The people get help faster, Moses isn't exhausted, and the entire nation runs smoother. Jethro heads home, leaving Moses with wisdom that transforms his leadership forever. So what can I learn from this? Sometimes God sends help through the wise voices around us. Leadership isn't about doing it all. It's about listening, delegating, and trusting others. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, hit like, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more Bible insights. God bless you.